Alright, so today reviewing sections 1.4 and 1.5, just real briefly. So perimeter and area is 1.4. So just again, remember that you're going to have to use or find distance. You can do Pythagorean theorem or distance formula. Remember that area of a triangle is half base times height, and that height is from the top straight down. So you can turn the triangle around to make a side flat, and then go from the top of how it looks now, and just you can essentially just count straight down. So height of a triangle is actually probably one of the easier things to do once you have that flat edge. But you might need to, like I said, rotate things around to get a flat edge. Typically the height of a triangle is never a side unless it's a right triangle, but most of the time it's not a side. It'll be, like here's the height. It could be like if it's really weird, that's the height. It's on the outside. But most of the time it's like the first one. The other area is just rectangles, base times height, perimeter around the outside. Again, if you need assistance with perimeter and area stuff, go back and watch the video from August 24th. Is the whole video for that. Okay, then 1.5 was measuring angles, which was similar to segments. So the big thing, that's terrible. The big thing was the angle addition postulate. So if I had which would say the measure of angle ABD plus the measure of angle DBC equals the measure of angle ABC. So remember that the M is measure, and that's like 40 degrees. So it's when you know the number, we say the measure. Okay, and so again, you could have just numbers in there, add them up or subtract them if you know the total and you know one of them. You could have x plus 4s and 3x minus 12s and whatever else you might have. And then you got to write an algebra equation to solve. So remember also that when you're naming the angles, that you got to use those 3 letters. So most of the time you cannot, like on this one, if you just said angle B, there's 3 different choices and it's not clear what you mean. Do you mean like angle 1? Do you mean angle 2? Do you mean the whole thing? Okay, so unless it's obvious. Like if you said angle B, there's only one choice. I know what you're talking about. On the other one, I don't know what you're talking about. So you got to use 3 letters. Okay, that's the main idea. There's a couple other small things like in there. So again, if you need clarification, go back and watch the video from August 25th for this one. Okay. And then make sure that you look at the assignment in Canvas for what problems you're going to do. You won't do all of them typically. So look underneath the PDF file for the actual worksheet, and it'll say, 1.4 do these problems, and 1.5 do these problems. So, okay, all right. Have a good day. Study up. Test Friday. See you guys later.